I don't know, but it's too many coincidences. Then we have to consider that as a possibility. The Solkins is a calendar related to the cycle of 260 days, which is related to the gestation of the human being inside the womb. They divide this in 13 months of 20 days each. You can also find that in the formation of August the 9th, 2005. That's why we know it's a Solkin. And the sixth symbol of the Solkin, the symbol of Venus, is Namat. Then, and it's also the symbol of the deep love, the deeper feelings, and also now is being related to the beginning and the end of an era. Probably is the symbol of the new times to come. Probably is the symbol of the old era finishing. But I don't think that's a coincidence. I think somebody is trying to tell us something. I find the word change in everything I do around this phenomenon. I think the change of times is coming. When I got involved in this phenomenon, I found an old prophecy, and this is also in the Dresden Codex. This prophecy says exactly, beware of the earth, the end of the Jaguar Nights, the beginning of a new era that is going to be built over the ashes from the last, and it's going to be the time of the meeting with the masters of the stars. And that's what really got me involved in this phenomenon. And I am a journalist. I am not an ufologist. I was not interested in this phenomenon, but that really struck me because I knew that we have many sightings July 11, 91, and now we had this prophecy related to that eclipse. The big eclipses have prophecies for the Mayas, and they put these prophecies in the Dresden Codex. It's the time of the meeting with the masters of the stars. It's the end of an era that is going to be built over the ashes from the last. The end of the Jaguar Nights, the end of wars. You see, because we are going to confront very difficult times. The Mayans knew that the sun was going to have very big activity. In the prophecies, in the oral prophecies, people in Mexico know that the sun was going to have very high activity. Now the scientists are telling us that the next solar maximum, the number 24, since they started investigating this, is going to be the biggest ever. That's 2010, 2011, 2012. And the Mayans said that everything was going to be affected by the sun. It means we are going to die? I don't think so. It means everything is going to change. Why did they know about this? Because they knew about the solar cycles. They knew about the sunspots. They knew the cycles of the sunspots. And they knew this could happen. And probably they knew it could happen every 5,000 years. Now the question is, how did they know if this culture lasted for 3,000 years? How do they know? Where did they take the knowledge from? Let me give you probably a possibility, which sounds almost science fictional. March the 20th, 2005, two young kids were playing in the street with a ball, a football. And they were recording each other with a video camera inside the cell phone. And suddenly, an extraterrestrial came out behind a post and tried to grab one of the kids. Many people said it was a joke, was somebody using a facade or something to look like extraterrestrial. But then we found terrible radiation in the place, 800 times higher than usual, 800 times. That's 49 roentgens per hour. This energy was just around the post, Okay? Now, 2 years later, it's 1 kilometer away, the post. And it's the same energy, it's 49 Roentgens. Now thousands of people are living inside that radiation. We don't know what is happening to them. It seems that they haven't been hurt because we don't know, but we don't know that for sure. Now the government is going to have to investigate because you cannot have 10,000 people living inside a very high radiation place. And now they are going to have to investigate this case. But what I'm trying to tell you is probably this creature came from a dimensional door. There is no other explanation for this radiation. And there are legends in the Mayas that said that some people disappear in front of everybody and then came back 10, 20 years later as they were when they disappeared, and they had so much knowledge. They could heal people, they could have the numbers for everything, for astronomy, for cycles. They were very wise men. Is that true? Is that a legend? Could that be happening right now? There are many reasons I believe the extraterrestrials are here, especially thousands of videos. I have videos with 1,000 objects moving, all of them together at the same time. I have 100 UFOs standing there making geometrical formations. I have 100 UFOs flying very fast in formations across the sky. There is no one who has more videos than me. And what impressed me there is people, are the people who are recording this. You see, the Mexican people is working like one, and they are observing the sky all the time, and anytime they record something, they send it to me to be presented in the television. And this is not happening anywhere else in the world. And that is what has made the difference. Then the most impressive thing is how the Mexican people has taken this seriously. And I can tell you, because of the numbers of videos and evidences that we have that are so convincing that we are living an incredible experience. I was just telling you about one of them, an extraterrestrial being recorded by a camera. How can you explain 49 Roentgens per hour? That's 800 more times of radiation in a place. How can you put that there? How can this radiation go further away to 1 kilometer from the center, from 4 meters to 1 kilometer in 2 years? How can that happen? That's a test. That's irrefutable test. Any scientist in Germany who wants to go to Mexico, take a Geiger counter, go there and try to explain something that is unexplainable. When they do that, I will accept it. There are many other videos, especially videos of UFOs close to the volcano, the relation of the UFOs to the volcanoes, how the UFOs appear and the activity of the volcanoes almost disappear when they were ready to erupt. That's December 19, year 2000. The volcanoes were ready to erupt. We have warnings from the University of Arizona saying the city should be evacuated, at least the south area of the city, Mexico, should be evacuated. And suddenly we had an